Well, I know Donald Trump Jr. is an avid archer. Like, he's really into it.
But I'm just saying to you that this is part of being president.
When someone like Joe Rogan weighs in on a situation, you know it's about to get interesting. By now, most people are familiar with Kimberly Guilfoyle and her high-profile relationship.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, who was just named ambassador to Greece.
With Donald Trump Jr., the president's eldest son.
The Trump transition. The president-elect has named Kimberly Guilfoyle as ambassador to Greece. She was previously engaged to his son, Don Jr.
The two were even secretly engaged for a whole year before things took a sharp turn. The engagement was called off, and suddenly, Donald Jr. was stepping out with a new girlfriend. Here's the thing, though. No one really knows what went wrong, but Joe Rogan just might. What really happened between Donald Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle? Join us as we uncover the story behind the headlines. The engagement split. Joe Rogan and the Trumps. Two names you wouldn't immediately link, right? Well, think again. There's more to this connection than meets the eye. And if you caught Rogan's recent podcast, you'd have heard him speak warmly about Trump, describing him as this wheeling, dealing billionaire character that everybody enjoyed.
He said Don Jr. is very reasonable.
Oh man, totally.
But it's funny.
While also praising his deregulation efforts for boosting the economy. So it's really no surprise that he's been able to give some inside details about Donald Trump Jr.'s love life. You won't believe the things you are about to hear. Now, Kimberly Guilfoyle and Donald Trump Jr. first shocked the world with the announcement of their breakup in late 2024. The now estranged couple were first linked in 2018, just as Donald Jr. was handling his divorce from his then estranged wife, Vanessa.
Donald Trump Jr. and his wife, Vanessa, are splitting up. She's seeking an uncontested divorce from the president's son.
Months later, Donald Jr. and Guilfoyle were confirmed to be dating after stepping out together at an event in New York City. Fast forward to January 1st, 2022, after 3 years of dating, and the couple got engaged. Guilfoyle, who was once married to California Governor Gavin Newsom, seemed to have found her match in Donald Jr. But after a 4-year engagement, the relationship quietly came to an end. A source close to the Trump family spilled some insight to People, describing the split as amicable, a mutual decision with no drama or messy fallout. In fact, the insider revealed their long engagement had been in a holding pattern for some time. The breakup wasn't meant to make headlines, but you can't help but wonder, what really led to the end of their high-profile romance? Stay tuned. According to sources close to Donald Jr., he had been seeing his new girlfriend, Betina Anderson, while still in the relationship with Guilfoyle. Rumors suggested he was seen getting cozy with Betina at the Honor Bar inside Palm Beach's Royal Poinciana Plaza shopping center in August. Prior to that, Donald Jr. had been spotted kissing the model and influencer. Although the pictures of the supposed incident blindsided his fiancée, the brunch meeting wasn't the first time he was caught in the act. The alleged first cheating incident took place at the Republican National Convention in July, while he was still engaged to Guilfoyle. These rumors had sparked a negative reaction from onlookers, with many likening Donald Jr.'s cheating ways to that of his father. As shocking as this reason is, it was not the only one carried by the tabloids. As per sources, it is possible that Donald Jr. may have broken up with Guilfoyle to look good in his father's eyes, as Trump Sr. disapproved of Guilfoyle's style, which included tight dresses. He felt that Anderson, with her honey blonde hair and waspy model looks, would impress his father. A political source had told People magazine that Donald Jr. always strived to look good in his father's eyes. However, the story does not end there. Multiple sources have come forward claiming the Trump family is deeply troubled by Donald Trump Jr.'s new relationship with Betina Anderson. The model reportedly has a reputation for hard partying and a history of dating wealthy men in Florida's elite circles. The concerns have even reached the 47th president, who is said to be worried about the situation.
President Donald Trump was sworn in today to become the 47th president of the United States.
As for Donald Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, while the details of their breakup remain private, it's evident they've managed to maintain a solid professional and personal connection. Their split marks the end of a high-profile romance that often unfolded in the public eye. Despite going their separate ways, both appear focused on their futures, keeping things respectful as they move forward. Recently, Donald Trump Jr. came out to speak about the end of his relationship with Kimberly Guilfoyle on an interview with Page Six, following massive reports of their split after years of engagement. Despite the breakup, Trump Jr. emphasized the enduring bond between the two. He went on to share that they will never stop caring for each other and will always keep a special bond. Donald Jr. expressed pride in Guilfoyle's newly appointed role as U.S. Ambassador to Greece.
You see her here on the screen, Kimberly Guilfoyle, for the U.S. Ambassador to Greece.
Under his father, Donald Trump's administration, a choice we will shed more light on later in this video. He expressed happiness for the former TV news host, saying he could not be more proud of her and the important role she would continue to play in his father's administration. In the same vein, Donald Jr. also came to Guilfoyle's defense, dismissing critical media reports against her as baseless and petty fake news. He praised Guilfoyle's impressive career, calling her an undefeated prosecutor, national TV news star, a leader of the MAGA movement, and close advisor to the president. He further declared with strong confidence that the people of Greece were getting an absolute star. Well, while Guilfoyle charts her path, questions are still going around about Donald Jr.'s own life, particularly his new relationship with Betina Anderson. Let's take a closer look at how this unexpected turn is unfolding. A new relationship? See, the most interesting part about all of this is Donald Jr. never actually confirmed his split from Guilfoyle in his public statement. It's almost like the first son of the Trump family is not one to wait for a cooling-off period. As we have mentioned before, he has been seen with 38-year-old Betina Anderson, a Palm Beach socialite and social media influencer, being cozy enough for us to know that something is going on. Now, Betina Anderson, just like Guilfoyle, has a career in modeling. She is quite active on social media and often drops glimpses of her work. She is the face of luxury jeweler and designer Hamilton Jewelers. Betina Anderson also happens to be the daughter of the late banking mogul Harry Loy Anderson Jr., who became the youngest bank president in the country at the age of 26 when he took over the Worth Avenue National Bank. He passed away in 2013, and according to the New York Times, she is a third-generation Palm Beach resident. The new pair were spotted holding hands and kissing at a birthday dinner in Palm Beach on Tuesday, and the following evening they appeared together at Mar-a-Lago, where they mingled with the exclusive crowd and were even greeted by Donald Trump himself. Sources close to the new couple have described their chemistry, with one insider noting that the love they had for each other was clear, and another comment that they are clearly in love.
And exclusive details about Donald Trump Jr. and Betina Anderson's new relationship.
However, despite their visible closeness, Donald Jr. and Betina Anderson kept a low profile at the event, maintaining discretion as they enjoyed the evening in the club's VIP area. Just a few weeks ago, Donald Trump Jr. and Betina Anderson were photographed holding hands during a cozy dinner celebrating her 38th birthday. Rumors quickly followed, with reports suggesting he's now living at her West Palm Beach townhouse, instead of the almost $16 million mansion he once shared with Kimberly Guilfoyle. While their relationship has ended, one question lingers. How is the Trump family reacting to this shift, especially given their enduring friendship with Guilfoyle? Are they cutting ties with the formidable media personality? Not exactly. Remember when we mentioned Donald Jr. congratulated Guilfoyle on her appointment as U.S. ambassador to Greece? Interestingly, this announcement came less than an hour after the news of their breakup broke via Page 6, seemingly placing 5,000 miles between Guilfoyle and her ex-fiancé. Yet, despite the split, the bond between Guilfoyle and the Trump family remains as strong as ever. According to a source close to the family, Guilfoyle is very intelligent, very smart, very loyal. Even before she and Don were together, she was close with the family. She knew Donald before she knew Donald Jr., and that connection is strong. So nothing has changed. Kimberly, who served as an advisor during the president's campaign, continues to hold a special place in the family's inner circle. Trump himself has spoken glowingly of Guilfoyle, praising her as a close friend and ally for many years. He praised her extensive experience in law, media, and politics, as well as her sharp intellect, calling her supremely qualified to represent the United States and safeguard its interests abroad. Perhaps this strong respect is why the president didn't hesitate to appoint Guilfoyle to the prestigious role of ambassador to Greece. But as the Trump family continues to celebrate Guilfoyle's achievements, all eyes are on Donald Jr.'s new relationship and what it might mean for the family dynamic moving forward. Guilfoyle, 55, who will now represent the U.S. in Athens, has not commented on the end of the engagement. This is surprising, considering how invested Guilfoyle had been in the relationship.
Kimberly Guilfoyle and Donald Trump Jr. have been engaged for a while now, but some suspicious warning signs suggest that they won't be for much longer.
In fact, she had publicly shared with Metropolitan Palm Beach magazine how deeply she cared for the president's son, describing how she loved taking care of him in the same way her mother lovingly cared for her father. She even mentioned the lengths she would go to ensure he had everything he needed, making his coffee in the morning, cooking his favorite meals, doing their family's laundry, and maintaining their home. Guilfoyle added that Trump Jr. appreciated her blend of being traditional, yet fiercely independent. But before they found each other, both Guilfoyle and Donald Jr. had their own share of high-profile relationships. Let's take a look back at how their past shaped the people they are today, all about their relationship histories. Judging from their history with relationships, it's clear this isn't the first time either Kimberly Guilfoyle or Donald Trump Jr. have faced the painful experience of letting go of someone they loved. Let's start with Guilfoyle, a University of California, Davis, and University of San Francisco School of Law alumna. She built an impressive legal career, serving as a prosecuting attorney in both San Francisco and Los Angeles. From 2000 to 2004, she worked as an assistant district attorney in San Francisco. Her resilience, no doubt, stems from her early life. After tragically losing her mother, Mercedes, to leukemia at the age of 11, Guilfoyle was raised by her father, Anthony "Tony" Guilfoyle. Tony, an Irish immigrant who came to the U.S. in 1957 at the age of 20, served in the U.S. Army before becoming a successful real estate investor. He was also a trusted advisor to his son-in-law, Gavin Newsom, who served as San Francisco's mayor during Kimberly's time in the city. In 2006, Guilfoyle transitioned to media, joining Fox News, where she co-hosted The Five until her departure in 2018.
The network made it official with a one-sentence statement. Fox News has parted ways with Kimberly Guilfoyle.
From there, she pivoted to politics, joining America First Policies, a pro-Trump super PAC, to advocate for Republicans during the 2018 midterm elections. But what about her romantic history? Guilfoyle's relationships have been as high profile as her career. Let's explore the fascinating chapters of her love life that brought her to this point. In December 2001, Kimberly Guilfoyle got married to Gavin Newsom, then a San Francisco city supervisor. The couple's union gained significant public attention, as Newsom was elected mayor of San Francisco in 2003, making them the first couple of San Francisco. In 2004, they were featured in Harper's Bazaar, with a lavish photo shoot at Ann Getty's Pacific Heights home, dubbing them the new Kennedys. The shoot sparked surprise and controversy as the couple were photographed in a lavish and intimate pose, which wasn't typical political decorum. Newsom's aides were reportedly shocked, as the mayor hadn't informed them of the shoot or its provocative nature. But that was not the only controversial part of her union with Newsom. Before meeting her first husband, Newsom, Guilfoyle had reportedly dated his childhood best friend, William Getty, or Billy Getty, a scion of the Getty family. In fact, the childhood buddies co-owned a restaurant where the couple first met. Guilfoyle was quite close to Billy's mom, Ann Getty, and even wore her tiara at her wedding with Newsom, as per the list. However, the marriage faced challenges later, with Guilfoyle pursuing her career in New York, while Newsom remained in San Francisco. In January 2005, citing the strain of a bi-coastal relationship, they jointly filed for divorce, which was finalized in February 2006.
By 2006, they were divorced.
Their split later gained further attention when it was revealed that Newsom had an affair with Ruby Rippey Tork, the wife of his then-campaign manager, although it is unclear if Guilfoyle was aware of the affair before it became public in 2007. Despite the rocky end of her first marriage, Kimberly seemed undeterred from her search for romance, as she soon found love in another. Guilfoyle got married to Eric Scott Villancy in 2006, a year after her divorce, at a resort in Barbados. At that time, Guilfoyle was a legal analyst at Fox News Channel in New York and the host of The Lineup, their weekend program on legal matters. Villancy was the heir of furniture chain Maurice Villancy, which was founded by his grandfather. At the time, he also hosted iDesign, a weekly program on the Fine Living television network. On October 4, 2006, Guilfoyle gave birth to their son Ronan. However, not even the birth of their son could save the union. The marriage didn't last long, and Guilfoyle and Villancy divorced in November 2009. Kimberly Guilfoyle's son, Ronan Anthony Villancy, is often spotted with Mum during her public appearances and social media posts. Guilfoyle lovingly calls her son Rodog, and it seems she dedicated her life to taking care of her son and building a successful life, until she met and fell in love with Donald Jr. Donald Trump Jr., much like Guilfoyle, also has a significant romantic history. In 2003, at the suggestion of his father, he began dating model Vanessa K. Hayden. The couple tied the knot on November 12, 2005, in a lavish ceremony held at Mar-a-Lago, the Trump family's estate in Palm Beach, Florida. The service was officiated by Trump Jr.'s aunt, Judge Marianne Trump Barry, adding a family touch to the occasion. Vanessa's lineage added its own layer of interest to the union. Her grandfather, Kai Ewens, was a renowned Danish jazz musician.
I am the granddaughter of Donald Trump. I'm speaking today to share the side of my grandpa that people don't often see. To me, he's just a normal grandpa.
A connection that carried over to their firstborn daughter, Kai Madison, born in May 2007, who was named after her maternal great-grandfather. The couple went on to have 5 children together. Kai, followed by Donald John III in February 2009, Tristan Milos in October 2011, Spencer Frederick in October 2012, and their youngest, Chloe Sophia, born in June 2014. Their eldest, Kai Trump, has already made headlines, introducing her father and speaking at the 2024 Republican National Convention on July 17th, a sign that the Trump family legacy continues to thrive across generations. However, not all was smooth in their marriage. On March 15, 2018, the news broke that the couple had separated, with Vanessa filing for an uncontested divorce in Manhattan Supreme Court. Despite the initial reports, it was later revealed that the divorce was contested by Donald Jr.
Donald Trump Jr. and his wife, Vanessa, are divorcing. Vanessa Trump filed papers in Lower Manhattan today for an uncontested divorce.
Details of the case remained sealed except for its title. By the end of 2018, the pair reached a settlement and announced the resolution of their divorce on February 22, 2019. Despite their personal challenges, Donald Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle both stand out as highly successful figures in their own right. Both are incredibly well-educated, having graduated from prestigious institutions, and have each carved out impressive careers. Much like Guilfoyle, Donald Jr. has managed to build a significant professional life, all while working within his father's empire. As an executive vice president of the Trump Organization, his family's global real estate company, Trump Jr. has played a key role in expanding the business. Beyond that, he was heavily involved in politics, especially in the lead-up to his father's re-election bid in 2020, where he became a prominent figure on the campaign trail. Along the way, his controversial statements often made headlines, keeping him in the public eye. In addition to his family business and political ventures, Donald Jr. is a podcast host, author, and entrepreneur, with an estimated net worth of about $50 million according to Forbes. He serves on the board of directors at Trump Media and Technology Group, DJT, which owns the social media platform Truth Social.
Donald Trump is making a social media comeback. He's launching his own platform called Truth Social.
But that's not all. Trump Jr. has continued to expand his portfolio. He was recently appointed to the board of directors at Public Square, PSQH, a digital marketplace designed to promote traditional American values. He's also joining venture capital firm 1789 Capital as a partner, where he will advise the firm on investments in companies with conservative principles, as reported by the New York Times. Trump Jr. is also an accomplished author, having published his first book, Triggered: How the Left Thrives on Hate and Wants to Silence Us, in 2019, followed by Liberal Privilege in 2020. Additionally, he co-founded Winning Team Publishing, a conservative publishing house that has released works by figures like his father, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Charlie Kirk. Clearly, Donald Trump Jr.'s success stretches well beyond the Trump Organization, and his ventures into media and business show no signs of slowing down. Guilfoyle, on the other hand, has had a colorful career in both media and law. While she was at the University of California, Kimberly was more than just a student. She was a goal-getter.
Kimberly High School got a taste of adulthood today during their annual reality store event.
Kimberly is one of a few schools in the state.
She threw herself into her studies and graduated magna cum, while a fancy way of saying she crushed it. However, while Kimberly was hitting the books, she was also turning heads. During her college and law school years, she worked as a model. Whether it was local department store ads or bridal magazines, she balanced her legal studies with modeling gigs that included Victoria's Secret lingerie, showing off her talent at multitasking. For Kimberly, working as a model while being in college wasn't just about looking good. It was more about building confidence and learning how to handle the different worlds that found her interest. She brought the same energy and determination to both her academic and professional pursuits. After graduating from the University of California, and then from law school at the University of San Francisco, Guilfoyle began working in the office of the district attorney in San Francisco. Originally working under Arlo Smith, Guilfoyle supported his re-election campaign in 1996. When Smith lost to Terrence Hallinan, Hallinan fired a number of prosecutors who had opposed him in the election, including Guilfoyle. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, Guilfoyle then moved to work at the district attorney's office in Los Angeles for 4 years before being rehired by Hallinan. Guilfoyle found herself diving headfirst into cases that included narcotics robberies and even murders. Her courtroom style was fierce. Known for her meticulous preparation and an almost magnetic courtroom presence, Kimberly quickly made a name for herself. By 2000, Kimberly was back in San Francisco, rejoining the district attorney's office, and it wasn't long before she found herself at the center of a case that would make headlines nationwide: the infamous dog mauling case. The case was as gruesome as it was legally complex. Kimberly headed the case, showcasing her ability to handle high-pressure situations with grace. The result of her hard work saw the dog's owner convicted of manslaughter. The case solidified Kimberly's reputation as a tough and capable prosecutor, and it also brought her national recognition. One thing people always noticed about Kimberly was her ability to connect. Whether she was explaining evidence to a jury or offering a comforting word to a victim, she had a way of making the law feel personal and understandable. She served as the Assistant Attorney General in San Francisco until 2004, when she left to work on the mayoral campaign of Gavin Newsom. Her husband, at the time, Guilfoyle began working as a legal analyst on television in 2004 with Court TV, co-hosting the show Both Sides. Speaking of her decision to move into a role as a media personality, Guilfoyle said at the time, "I've always had an interest in broadcast journalism and the law, so it's nice that I can combine the two." During her time with Court TV, Guilfoyle also served as a legal analyst for ABC News and Anderson Cooper 360 Inches on CNN. In 2006, Guilfoyle joined Fox News as a legal analyst and as the host of the crime program, The Lineup, which focused on legal affairs in the news. In 2011, she became co-host of The Five, one of the channel's news shows with a roundtable discussion format. Guilfoyle has also regularly appeared on other Fox shows, including as a host of Outnumbered and as a legal analyst on the network's primetime programming. She went on to work as an advisor during Trump's campaigns. With both their star-studded careers, it is no wonder Guilfoyle and Donald Jr. were once referred to as the prom king and queen of MAGA. Meanwhile, while Kimberly Guilfoyle has kept quiet about the end of her engagement with Donald Trump Jr., she didn't shy away from sharing her excitement about her new role. On social media platform X, she expressed her honor at accepting President Trump's nomination as the next U.S. ambassador to Greece, and shared her eagerness to earn the support of the Senate. This came during rumors suggesting that her ambassadorship was a strategic move to keep her out of the picture, especially with reports claiming that Betina Anderson, Donald Jr.'s new girlfriend, wasn't keen on having Guilfoyle close by during his father's second term. In December, an insider told people that Betina was eager for Kimberly to be out of the area, fueling speculation about even more tensions. Whether or not these claims hold water, the one undeniable fact remains. The once passionate relationship between Donald Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle has come to an unfortunate and public end. Their complicated romance, filled with public highs and lows, now seems to be part of history, leaving many to wonder what's next for both of these high-profile figures. The chapter may be closed, but the curiosity surrounding their personal lives and professional futures is far from over. What do you think about Donald Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle's breakup? Do you think Guilfoyle is maintaining her friendship with the Trump family because she wants power? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.